Stress. It's a big part of our daily lives, and much of it derives from the kind of work we do. Some jobs, naturally, involve more stress than others for obvious reasons, including the potential for physical harm. But just because a job doesn't appear to be stressful, doesn't mean it isn't. We weighed 11 factors to rank the most stressful jobs: travel, deadlines, working in the public eye, competitiveness, physical demands, environmental conditions, hazards encountered, the life of oneself or others at risk, meeting and interacting with customers or the public, and the potential for job growth. Check out these latest rankings to find if your current job, or the job you want, is among the most or least stressful. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Do you know? Top 10 stressful jobs. 10. Taxi driver. Driving passengers here is not a job for everyone. Being a taxi driver requires dealing with all manner of frustrations, including grumpy or drunk clients, rush hour traffic, and spending hours behind the wheel. On top of all that, earnings for the profession are modest, making tolerating all that stress less than rewarding. On the plus side, becoming a taxi driver isn't difficult, with most usually needing only brief training and license. 9. Newspaper reporter. A competitive occupation, a reporter's stress is driven by tight deadlines, interviews with strangers, and the potential for encountering dangerous situations. Still, many reporters find their work to be immensely rewarding even if the pay is only modest at best. 8. Broadcaster. Another journalism job that's seen better days. Broadcasters have to deal with many of the same stressors as their print counterparts: deadlines, scooping the competition on breaking news, and working in the public eye. Many in this field also do all that for underwhelming pay and the specter of a declining job market. 7. Senior corporate executive. Who wouldn't want to be the boss? Many are, of course, but the job brings with it much more than the responsibility to delegate who does what. Employed in nearly every industry, senior executives are responsible for making the decisions that can make or break a company. Moreover, competition within this occupation is fierce, with no shortage of wannabes lining up behind you to take your job. But at least you'll make a good living while you have it. 6. Public relations executive. Working in public relations is typically an office job, but as the name suggests, it involves working with all kinds of people, from angry customers to unhappy clients to prying journalists. What's more, the job may involve long hours, lots of travel, delivering speeches, and doing a lot of glad-handing. But the pay is decent and it's a growing profession, as more and more companies see the value in managing the problems they encounter in doing business with the public. 5. Event coordinator. Thinking of becoming a wedding planner? If you value your peace of mind, think again. Arranging meetings, conventions, and events of any sort requires myriad organization and people skills that can raise just about anyone's blood pressure. The job often requires lots of travel and an acute attention to detail. On the plus side, the pay is good and there are plenty of jobs, with nearly 10,000 positions expected to be added over the next 8 years. 4. Police officer. Any job involving public safety can be stressful, but none more so today than perhaps being a police officer. Police officers continue to face all the things that made policing stressful to begin with: potentially dangerous or life-threatening situations, physical demands, and interacting with the public. In exchange, police officers often earn solid wages, enjoy generous benefits, and have better job security than most occupations. 3. Airline pilot. As anyone who's flown for a living can tell you, routine travel gets stressful rather quickly. Now, just imagine you're the person in charge of getting people to their destinations. It's no wonder airline pilots are near the top of the list of most stressful jobs. In addition to always being on the go, airline pilots also must deal with weather delays, disgruntled or unruly passengers, and a danger of terrorist actions. Further, despite expected job growth, competition for jobs at the major airlines is fierce, making it difficult for many to jump up the ladder from a regional airline to working for a top carrier. 2. Firefighter. Firefighters, like police officers, face life-threatening situations routinely as a fundamental part of their jobs. Also, like their law enforcement cohorts, firefighters' duties frequently involve interactions with the public and can be physically demanding. Also, many firefighters work as volunteers, facing many of the same dangers as their paid counterparts without compensation. On the upside, the public's perceptions of firefighters is generally more positive than police officers. 1. Unlisted military personnel. The armed services topped this list of most stressful jobs. From working in special operations and infantry to armor and field artillery, many troops face psychological problems and post-traumatic stress disorder, with 30% of them developing mental problems within 3 to 4 months of being home. Further complicating for military personnel is the difficulty many face in transferring their skills to the civilian job market once their service is completed.